What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another review. We have Mafex Tobey here from No Way Home. And before we get started, I want to say thank you to Sakamama for this package. Thank you so much for delivering this package safely and securely. We're going to get straight into the review. Super excited. I'm super excited. This is the first figure I've been genuinely excited about for a very long time. It's been a while since I've been this excited over a figure. So we have the closer look of the package. Let's get a closer look of the action figure. You know, we always start off with that closer look before we get into the articulation. Dude, he looks awesome. What are people talking about online? He looks amazing. Let me get some better lighting here so you can see. Dude, he does not look over glossy at all. Oh my goodness, he looks awesome. Dude, I thought it was going to look very cheap, very bad. I understand it is a little too glossy, right? It is a little too glossy, I understand. But bro, it looks so good. Alright, let's get a closer look at them boots. Yeah, the feet look a little... I'm not a big fan of the way that the ball joint or joint peg, whatever, it looks a little funny on the feet, right? Then we have the painted elbow here. Half blue, half red, which the SHF doesn't do. The shoulders... the shoulders and like this whole like piece right here looks a little weird to me. I'll move it around during the articulation segment, but get a closer look at that head sculpt right there. Looking pretty neat if you ask me. Let's look at the back logo. Yo, he looks awesome. This is such a great figure in hand. It looks amazing. Not gonna lie. All the hate. Not doing it for me. The haters are gonna hate, but I love it. Alright, so let's get into articulation now. Goes that far. Hit the T-pose. Goes a little bit above the T-pose if you can manage to get it to go above. I'm not going to force it too much, but it definitely can. You got the bicep swivel, very smooth. The ab crunch, so that's the upper crunch. And then with the lower, very good ab crunch, especially for this figure. And then going back, amazing amount, but you do get a gap there. I'm not going to complain because we did complain for other figures. It looks a little dusty in there. Just a little dust, no paint chipping yet. Some dust in there. But I'm not going to complain because look at the mod we did for the 2099, the SHF. So are we really going to complain now and say, oh, there's a gap here? When all of us were modding it, even though there was a gap. So, pretty good. Very good side, though you're still going to have that gap there. Very good side to side. So here's some of the head range. A little bit going down. A very good amount going up. This might be a good invincible custom. But anyways. Yeah, some very impressive head movement going upwards. Very good to see. We do have these drop down legs. If you can swivel it to the side, go up quite a bit. But unfortunately, I do see the diaper restricting it. Unless I didn't pull it down all the way. It's kind of getting stuck. So I'm kind of cautious about that. But I'll show you with the other leg. Oh, wow. Since the diaper is soft plastic, it actually goes all the way up. Because it can bend the soft plastic. This is a very soft plastic. And it can bend it to go all the way up. Actually very good. Very good articulation there. And then you can do the splits with the Tobey. He has some pretty impressive articulation. Yo, honestly, this diaper piece was a very smart choice when it comes to articulation. I mean, it is very big in terms of like you see the gaps there. It is a very big piece, but like the articulation is what wins here. So like you really got to pick and choose your poison. It's really like we can't be picky, say we want the most accurate thing, but then also want the best articulation. If you want a good articulated Tobey, arguably more articulated than the SHF, you got it right here. But if you want like a screen 1-to-1 accuracy, you're going to have to go for a Hot Toys. This is going to be a very interesting figure because I have rarely seen Mafex prioritize articulation over accuracy. So this is actually a very interesting decision and a very bold move on their part. But anyways, let's continue with the articulation. He has double jointed knees. He has the toe hinges. He has a like ankle, whatever you call it, right? Pretty impressive articulation all around. And I think that's pretty much it, right? Like a butterfly joint. Very impressive butterfly joint. One of the best that I've seen from the line from Mafex. And honestly, I'm not upset at the shoulders if I can go this far with the butterfly joints. Again, like I said, you got to pick and choose your poison. Very impressive range there. More than the SHF, which I will be showing you later on. And I think I'm going to leave it at that for articulation. Let's get into the accessories. So he does come with these magnetic feet. He comes with these open, relaxed wall crawling hands. He comes with these magnet wall crawling hands. He comes with these relaxed hands. He comes with these other relaxed hands that are very similar to the other ones but have the pointer finger moving out more. He comes with these very nice thwipping hands. Comes with the Tobey Maguire pointing finger hands. He comes with actual pointing hands with one finger, which I'm very happy when Spiderman figures have those. He has the web holding hands. He has the unmasked mask that he can hold in his hand. He has the serum from No Way Home. And now the two head sculpts, the unmasked head sculpts. He comes with this serious face. I think it looks okay. I think it looks pretty good. No, I think it looks good. I know a lot of people complain about the hairline. As you can see, there's some paint. Like, the paint is kind of missing on the hairline. Some people complain about that, but I think it's okay. It doesn't bother me that much. And the other head sculpt is the smiling Tobey Maguire unmasked head sculpt, which I think looks kind of funny. He does kind of have like a double chin, but hey, it's fine. I don't really mind it. Just looks a little funny. So unfortunately, my mic disconnected for this part of the review, so I'm voicing it over with my phone. And basically what I was saying is that the portal looks really nice, and I think that it has a good amount of detail. I like the orange and also the fade to the white in the middle. I think it's a great addition to the figure, and I think that it's a great accessory. Aside from the portal, he comes with 2 of each web, 2 long pulling ones, 2 medium sized webs, and then the smaller webs. So in total, he comes with 6 webs. And now that we've finished and wrapped up the accessories, we're going to move on to the comparison between the SHF and the Mafex Tobey. Alright, so here are 2 close-ups of the 2 figures. On the left we have the Mafex Tobey, and on the right we have the SHF Tobey. And I wanted to give you a zoomed out so you can see the height difference, basically the same. Very interesting for a Mafex to be this tiny. You do see the differences in the diaper, and you do see the differences in the feet. The SHF covers that peg a lot better than the Mafex does. I'm going to give you better close-ups of the figure. And yeah, so let's get into the close-ups. The close-ups are going to give up a better representation of what's the differences here. For the sake of this segment of the review, I am holding my light and moving it around so you can see the color differences. I also took out the contrast of my video so you can see the actual color of what's showing on my camera right now without the contrast. You can see the left has more saturation. Colors are a little more brighter. On the right, the colors are faded. On the right, the colors are more pastel, in my opinion. You do see the diaper's a lot darker blue on the left, and on the right, that very like kind of almost greenish blue, not greenish, but like, you know, closer to like that. I don't know how to explain it, but you see the difference in the diaper. The left, in my opinion, looks a lot more like the original Rami suit. One on the right looks a lot more like the No Way Home suit. I'm pretty sure you've heard that everywhere. In terms of the masks, you can see that the Mafex mask kind of looks off in some lighting angles because it gets really dark gray. On the right, you can always see the mask because it's painted white. On the right, you know, it's always white. Lenses kind of look fake, you know, look cheap. But On the left, you can see the Spidey logo is way bigger on the chest, as on the right it's way smaller, almost the same size figure. But you see, like the chest so much more pumped out on the Mafex Tobey. On the SHF, looks way thinner, almost too skinny to be a Tobey. Then let's go down to the feet and the knees so you can see the differences there. Here is a closer look at the diaper if you needed to see it. The two different diapers being completely different. And let's go down. As you can see, the joints on the Mafex Tobey are clearly visible, as opposed to the SHFs. Over time, the SHF gets looser, as you have seen in a lot of the figures. I don't actually even want to wobble it because it is getting pretty loose now. So in terms of durability, who's going to last longer on the joints, I do see the Mafex lasting longer. But in terms of paint chipping, I actually think the Mafex Tobey is going to start paint chipping very soon. Keep me accountable on that. On the left here we have the SHF, on the right here we have the Tobey. Yeah, you can definitely see Tobey is a lot better, of course. One thing I did want to show is the differences between the webs. On the left we have the SHF web, on the right we have the Mafex web. Only really difference is like that curve for holding. The SHF web is actually a little bit longer. A little bit, actually a lot longer. And they also have a different finish at the end. The swirly thing here, which with a straight thing. Here it looks more like an actual web. So differences in web design or web color. Literally almost the same. But SHF has been doing the clearer webs for a lot longer than the Mafex. Mafex typically does white webs for their comic figures. Now I want to show some pretty shocking differences between the articulation. Shocking as in I thought SHF was going to win every category. But here, as you can see, the Mafex beats the SHF with the butterfly joint. I believe they also beat them in the legs with the soft plastic now. Kicking up that much, right? The SHF kicking up this much, basically only 90 degrees, and even when you swivel it to the side, doesn't go past 90 degrees. So very interesting to see Mafex completely dominate the category in terms of articulation, right? That soft plastic piece, ooh, I thought it bent like too much. I got scared because like bro, I saw like I pulled the leg down. But very interesting. Here it's almost the same, to be honest. But now that I'm thinking about it, the SHF does have gaps, but I think it covers it a little bit more than the Mafex. Oh, a lot more than the Mafex. I didn't even think it was that much, but yeah, the Mafex is going to have a lot of gaps everywhere, but it's going to have better articulation. So just wanted to point that out for you guys, to say that you should get the SHF because it has better articulation. It does not. The Mafex has better articulation. So yeah, the thing I wanted to really highlight is that you're going to get a more seamless look with the SHF Tobey besides the diaper piece. You're going to get better articulation out of the Mafex. Probably less paint chipping on the SHF, more paint chipping on the Mafex. And most likely you're going to have more gappage on the Mafex, less gappage on the SHF. But there's something I was going to say. Older Spider-Man look, newer Spider-Man look. Yeah, these are the very, very most important differences between the two, if you guys really wanted to know. But the glossy look does not look that bad, especially in person. I mean, it does look glossy in person, but it looks rich in color. Like, yeah, I like it. It's not that serious. And if you edit your pictures and you tweak it a little bit, and in the right lighting, it's gonna look phenomenal. So definitely don't let people sway your opinion. Have it in hand, make your own decisions, get the figure you want. If you like how this looks, I'm waiting for a Farul custom head sculpt for this bad boy, and he's gonna look so much better than this guy. So yeah, thank you guys for watching the review. I'm not gonna do a closing thoughts. I'm not gonna do anything. I think this is just a straightforward review, and it's a very long one because it's a comparison. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I will definitely give this Tobey a 8 out of 10, maybe. 8 out of 10 is a fair review score, just because of the shoulders, just because of the gappage, but very good design on the diaper. And the head sculpt I'm not a big fan of, but it's No Way Home head sculpt. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.